Hey there. Today I'd like to share some interesting observations which I hope, if contemplated, can lead to some insights. They're actually things that I've seen myself and in myself which I think are fascinating and reveal more about the working of the mind and about goal confusion than many other things. So imagine a scene. You're in a martial arts class, and it's a very special class, it's a very expensive class, and people have travelled miles from all over the world to get to see an instructor. They know this instructor can teach them the exact right way of doing things. They know he's got great experience of guiding people, and that he has superior knowledge as to how to achieve the goals they're seeking than them. That's why they're paying him, that's why they've made the effort to get there. I was at such a class, and some people who had been told to practice a technique a certain number of times, when the instructor stopped looking, stopped. And you can see between them there was a sense of achievement, like they were getting one up on the instructor by not doing what he'd asked them to do. To me this was absolutely fascinating, because in truth they were paying then not to pay attention to the expert advice or to practice as they'd been recommended. So surely they could have sent the money and stayed at home, and they wouldn't have had to do any of the practice. Would have that been a big achievement? Why would someone make such an effort to go to a class if not to embrace the actual tuition? And why does it feel like an achievement if they cheat the system and get less from the class? This is a very interesting phenomenon, and it happens in many different ways. So I've seen people who want to learn to perfect themselves through a path of meditation, and they've gone to great efforts to find the right teacher. They've looked at him and they've been assured that this is the person that knows how to achieve what others don't. And they've gone through various trials and tests set by the teacher to prove they're serious. They've started to contribute financially. They've read all the source material. And then when it comes to the actual syllabus, so the teacher says, this is what we're going to do, here are your goals. They've been upset. They said, why are you trying to control me? So they've gone to all this effort to gain an expert guide through the mountains, and then they don't want to be told which route to walk. Sometimes you also see this manifest in a slightly different way. Someone goes to a teacher and they put up a barrier to learning by teaching him. And this is normally to do with a self-esteem thing, so they want to show how much they know. I've seen this in a circumstance where a whole class has been disrupted by someone showing the different martial arts they used to do before they came to this one. And I think that's because the person's feeling they don't have a status then. I want to show, I'm good at things. You can also find an interesting phenomenon, and this is when the person wants a community or friends. They don't really want to do the thing. Whole societies get taken over by people like this, and it's not always a negative thing. But it is very interesting to see when someone joins a group and they like to be there. They don't really want to pay attention to the actual teaching or the syllabus, they just like to be around the people. And many groups are very careful with this. They learn how to give them a far more gentle approach for those people who are after that. Now, if we take this contemplation further and we scale this up, the same phenomena exists for bigger things. So when people are trying to work out how to live in harmony with how the world works, or try to work out best ways of doing things, once they've got that harmony, or once they have found the right way of things working, often you see the same phenomena. They either try to impose their idea on it and change it, or they try to avoid actually that truth. They try to deny that true way of doing things. So we can look at these barriers to our own successes, which are highlighted by these almost amusing situations where we're paying someone and then trying to avoid listening to the instructions we've actually asked for, to our life, when we've spent our life seeking out the truth, seeking out how things really are, seeking out the most effective ways of doing things, and then we rebel against them rather than embrace the success they bring. I believe this contemplation can lead to great rewards, and it's a really worthwhile pursuit.